Sean's Vision Studios.
Good evening, guys. My name is Sean Richard. This is
Jaid Rosa, but you can call me Jay.
And Cheyenne Tobin.
So today's topic is addiction. Because we're college students, do you find a lot of college students become addicted to a lot of stuff that's here on campus?
I mean, honestly, I found that a lot of people had problems before coming to college, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
I can agree with that 100%.
Having personally grappled with it myself, I can confirm that a lot of the people that I've met that have also suffered from it mostly have this problem going into even high school. Like, some people even going into high school have this problem, never mind college, you know?
What
Yeah.
is the problem that you're talking about?
Well, me personally, I struggled with alcohol for a long time. From 16 to 19, it's documented. I attended a rehab facility from 19 to 20, and well, not 19 to 20, but like for like 2 months, and I just so happened to turn 20 at the end of my time there.
Me, I was addicted with nicotine and marijuana since I was 18. I would say 17 through 20 years old. The ending of my 19 years. I would say, yeah, I got into it when I was in high school, but being in college, especially last year, I'm a sophomore, by the way.
Sophomore in college or in high school?
In college. Thank you for having me clarify that. My freshman year in college, it did not, I was just constantly, I did go to parties, I did drink, I did smoke a lot. It did not, steer me away from it. It definitely got me into more activities with it and, get drowned with these addictions that were not helping me with school at all.
Question, do you guys think there's other addictions just besides alcohol and drugs?
Oh, yeah, yes. I know, I've heard some people sell and take cocaine. There is definitely harder drugs that is on campuses. Even in high school,
other than drugs,
I have not done cocaine or any other hardcore drugs, but I've heard,
We have heard allegations,
yes.
rumors of people potentially using harder substances, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't want to get into that because that could be legally tricky.
no, I'm just saying, is there anything other than drugs?
Yeah, set aside drugs. There's plenty of vices that are just rife in Western culture in general right now, but what's up?
I was going to ask you, do you know of any other addictions besides alcohol and drugs that happens on campus?
You know what, one that I will say that probably isn't as regularly talked about is the addiction to the attention, the spotlight. Especially with the advent and the rise of social media, people will do just about anything for just about anyone at any time. And you have to be conscious of that, especially when you're on a college campus. People's emotions are high. People are going through social experiences they've never been through before. And it can definitely be problematic. You got people who are doing just about anything for views on TikTok now, and that can lead to a lot of weird, awkward interactions. So you gotta be conscious of stuff like that. That's something that a lot of people don't talk about. And other stuff too, weird things that have been normalized over the last decade through, like I said, social media, but,
What about you? What do you think?
One thing that did pop in my mind was, I don't know how I feel about saying this, but porn. Porn is definitely an addiction to a lot of people. That is also not talked about a lot. It does alterate people's mind and their perspective of human beings. Let's say someone walks up to you and they're nice and you're just I don't know. Honestly, it could change their perspective on humans, humans in general. It's just, I don't know. I'm not in for that.
I think it negatively affects your ability to socialize with people.
Yeah, yes.
To a functional degree. It affects your lens, especially with males, trying to talk to a female. I know a lot of guys who are socially awkward because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hypersexuality is definitely an issue in today's day and age, but
yeah.
That's to be debated about. But it's, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just actually shocked that you picked porn. Why did you pick porn as being an addiction?
Hmm?
Why did you pick porn of being an addiction?
It's prevalent. It's common nowadays. It's really bad right now.
Yeah, I mean.
Especially among kids in my age range. It was normalized a lot when we were younger. A lot of the YouTubers and stuff like that was really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, as I gotten older, like, people around me would, like, normalize it, and I'm like, and then hey, I'm heavily convicted. I actually did hop onto the train, and then I was like, nah, this is not some stuff that I would want to continue doing. It's not even, it's just literally a waste of time. It's temporary pleasure. This is literally the reason why I see it as an addiction is because just like drugs, it's like you get that quick high. Like it's gonna come and then it's gonna go. So like and it's literally for no good use.
Also, yeah, she just said kind of like drugs. Something I've been championing lately, and I'm not gonna dive into it too much unless you want to.
Let's do it.
I talked about attention, but more specifically, social media in general is like probably one of the most problematic vices that we have. Because it affects all of us. Like social media is one of like the socializing agents in politics. It's what allows like permission structures to be expanded regularly and consciously, subconsciously. Like people don't even know it, and their views are being formed every day on social media, especially in short form content applications like TikTok and Instagram Reels, Facebook Shorts, stuff like that, YouTube Shorts. So I think actually that's probably one of the ones that I'm most concerned about right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, aside from the immediate worries with drugs and stuff like that, but yeah.
I was surprised you guys didn't pick gambling.
Gambling
Yeah,
did
that's
come
another
into
one.
my mind, but do I see that often with kids around?
Yeah,
I do want to take that back. Yeah, I do see kids around my age gambling, but like, do I see that often? Like, I mean, I'm not all in for gambling. I don't know how I feel about gambling.
I see it a lot. I see it a lot. That was a good point, honestly. I mean, especially with all the stuff coming about the NBA and the NFL rigging games and stuff like that. So, I mean, now more than ever, we should be concerned about stuff like that. It's just so much stuff plaguing, like I said, Western culture in general, but also the world at large. You know, this isn't something that's limited to a domestic problem. It's an international issue at this point.
The reason why I said gambling is because I'm not sure if you guys checked your email. It's the last time you checked your email. But every day I get an email from the campus. If you're struggling with an addiction of gambling, please select this message. I'm like,
I don't.
I'm like, you idiots! Like, I know I'm older than 18.
Yeah.
But how many emails you were going to send me about gambling? I'm like,
Yeah.
that can, to me, by you just sending that many emails and you putting it into my head, it's going to give me not me, but to some students here on campus, I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but it'll give you the drive just to gamble now.
Yeah.
You say it too much, you give it too much. I think that is where the power comes from, is that you keep on expressing, and I think that's where the push comes in. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes, I want to elaborate more on that. Yes, I do agree with that. Also, with my experience with vaping, I would have like ads coming through my phone when I did vape, saying, "Oh, like if you want to quit this and that." I'll be like, "No, swipe." You know what I mean? Like I would literally, spite that, I would hit my vape because of it. Yes, and it is like a little like I understand that feeling on that half. Don't know, like, you guys can talk more about gambling because I don't know much about it. Like, I know that I don't.
No, I know that it's prevalent. I mean, you were there last semester, that teacher that we had who we're not going to put on blast. But remember how much they used to talk about, like, the fantasy sports thing
Yes,
in class?
yeah.
I mean, it's pervasive as hell
that
right
is,
now.
yeah,
It's
I remember,
everywhere.
yeah,
It's
I remember
everywhere.
in my criminal justice class last semester, we even talked about how, like, it's an addiction, like, and it was, like, you know, the sports gambling and all that, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I don't, Was it like the FBI tried to get involved with it? It was some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Is that the FBI with the NBA you guys talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did a follow-up. I didn't get into too much detail because I was going through my screenwriting class and then I was also going through my logic class, which I failed. Don't really care for that class anyway. But I did a little follow-up and I searched it. As far as I know, the gambling in the NBA has now been abandoned. Now, do you guys think that's a good idea in bringing sports used to be the main thing where it used to be back in the Romans, that was the way that they would prove their innocence if there was ever charged with anything. And then you had, instead of taking over a country, you end up playing different type of sports, and whoever won the most gold medals would have bragging rights for the world. And that would give them more power to say, yeah, I'm the better country. In today's day and age, sports is now has just become a business. Do you guys agree that it has taken away from what it was originally meant to be instead of a business aspect? Like, as a fan point of view.
One, I'm not a fan of sports. Two, I do see sports. Yes, it is there's some business behind it. Yeah, I don't doubt that. But I do see it as like nothing but entertainment from people, and it is unfortunate when I see people gambling over that. But also to answer your questions, I don't know how, like, even if you win like some sort of like fight or like sport, to take ownership of like a kingdom is kind of ridiculous to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a bit out there, but in terms of modernity, like right now, first and foremost, anything that you see, like any public or private organization, is more often than not going to be focused on profits. I think that the sports industry is more often than not are geared towards getting the shareholders as much money as possible. And I think they are also a form of entertainment, yes, but to a certain extent. And I feel like anything we can do to like demystify this, or like kind of like get rid of this idea that we need to like bet on things and we need to be winning money out of things. We need to be like monetizing everything we do for our pleasure in order to make it worthwhile, or to like make it enjoyable or watchable or whatever it is. Anything we could do to just stop romanticizing money, I think is good for America right now. But that's just where I'm at. I think we need to like shift values in the country overall, as a whole. But that's just what I'm thinking when I hear about that type of stuff. I mean, especially with what's going on right now. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, honestly, as addiction as a whole, like I feel like it's nothing but to take you out of reality, take you just to a different place of like euphoria, and just like forget about what is happening around, even though like we should genuinely invest our time to like make a change instead of being addicted to these things. And yes, addiction is real. I've been there, done that. Like, of course it's going to be hard to get out, but if you have, and if you can find the resources and the help, then you can definitely like get yourself out of that trap, no doubt. But there is much more greater things you can do here on earth besides just giving your life to addiction.
Yeah, and to like clarify kind of what you were talking about earlier, addiction is real, but it is the byproduct of a poor mental health, and a poor mental health is just the byproduct of inadequate coping skills. I want you guys to understand that it's not like oftentimes this is something that like some of the most noble people you know will fall victim to this disease. Like, it's not something that discriminates or like is prejudiced towards one group or the other. This thing is like all encompassing. Like, when I went to Florida down to rehab, I met all types of people. I met people who move millions of dollars on a day-to-day basis doing arborist work, like cutting down trees and like trimming trees for safety and stuff like that, or somebody who was a firefighter or a Navy man or an Air Force fighter jet pilot or whatever it is. You know, I've met a bunch of people who have all come from various different backgrounds and have all suffered the same addictions. It really is just a matter of getting back to your mental health. But with all these vices, it's really easy to just, you know, take the easy way out, just not address it,
Yeah.
you know, and that's how that shit festers into an addiction. So I think just be more in the moment, be more present with your feelings, and that's not to say you have to absorb them and identify with them. Just observe them. Let them pass through you. Like let yourself be conscious of what's going on. You want to be in your 100% right mind when you're dealing with life-changing decisions. You know, you don't want to have anything less than 100% of your mental faculties when you're dealing with things that could change your life forever.
All right, final thoughts on addiction. Do you guys think that those are the 3 topics that we could handle for addiction, or you think you'd add one more that is an addiction? So we covered drugs and alcohol and gambling. Do you think there's another spot that is addicted to people? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 4 things. I forgot about porn.
Yeah.
And like
We talked about a bunch of
attention.
a bunch of different vices. We talked about attention, social media, drinking, the different types of drugs, the porn, the sexual addiction in general. Like there's a million things that you can suffer from, and like I said, what most of this boils down to is just a lack of ability to be in the here and the now, you know. And even if it's whether you're worrying about the future, you can't control it. Don't worry about it. The past is like something you can't change.
Yeah.
Like when you live in the past, you're holding in that breath from the past. Like you're suffocating yourself now.
Mm-hmm.
You're struggling to breathe now, to be in the moment now.
Yeah, that's which is I wanted to add a little bit of mental health in there. Yeah, if you're suffering from your past, that is called depression. If you're suffering from what's gonna happen in the future, that is anxiety, and they are very common, especially in this generation, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think I have any other addictions that is in my mind that is popping up. If you do, I don't mind doing it.
No, I do have one thing to say though, is that if you have any of these problems, please reach out to whoever you feel comfortable talking to. You just don't have, here's my thing is, you don't have to go to a counselor or have to go get help from a professional. Just by being around with people that you trust, that you can actually talk to and talk about your problem with them and not get judged, then those are the people that you want in your corner.
Yes.
Is there anything else I'm missing for final thought?
It could literally be friends. It could literally be family. It's like someone that you can genuinely put in your like whole heart trust into. Unfortunately, there is horrible people in the world that will judge you, that will condemn you. But if you have people to support you and to help you and to guide you on the path that you want to be guided on, that is very much that is helpful and very much useful for your well-being. Yeah.
Don't let a dime ruin a dollar. Just because you run into the first person that's really bad doesn't mean the rest of them are going to be bad. There's plenty of people out there. Everybody's got somebody. You just need to find them.
Yeah.
You got this.
All right, thank you guys. My name is Sean Richard.
Jaid Rosa.
And Cheyenne Tobin.
And this is the us. You guys will talk. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh my goodness.
That was fun.
Politics. Oh,
Yeah.
I